to Red Lipstick. So today I'm just going to be doing another fun, chatty little video with you guys today. A little get ready with me. Just because I am going, I have some errands to run tonight. We're meeting with our wedding photographer. And if you guys don't know, I'm getting married this year in the end of October. So we're trying to get all those plans and everything situated and stuff. So I'm kind of excited. But I need to put some makeup on my face because no photographer wants to take pictures of this. So anyway, so I'm very excited because our photographer, actually the one that we picked, not only does our wedding pictures but also includes free engagement photos, which is really, really cool. So I'm super excited for that. We're probably gonna do our engagement pictures like in spring or something like that, but I'm excited because not a lot of, I don't think a lot of people do that. But anyways, let's get into the video here. I'm sorry, I'm looking for a brush. But today I am actually, well, let's see. I started on my face, you guys. I've been using this primer like crazy. It's the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer. Fantastic for my dry skin, especially in like winter time. I get even more dry than normal. But I'm chronically dry anyway. It's been such a good primer because it just moisturizes my skin. It does nothing as far as like lasting power, but then I'm going to be using a setting spray, so we're all good. So today I decided I'm going to use this Revlon Colorstay foundation. I have a review and demo of this where I just didn't like it. It just didn't give me the coverage I needed, but I was extremely acne prone when I tried it that day, and today I'm doing pretty good. I have some general redness like up in this area here. I always have redness here. This is where I break out the most, at my chin and stuff. But for the most part, my skin is relatively clear. So I'm gonna try this out again and see how it goes. Because I want to like it. It has a beautiful like finish on the areas that I'm not acne prone. So like my cheeks and stuff looked really, really good when I tried this the first time. So it's gotta be a good foundation. It just wasn't covering up what I needed it to when I did the review. So we'll try this again. I'm gonna get this all over my face. I'm gonna use a brush this time. I'm pretty sure in the review I used a beauty blender. Okay, so I have it on my skin, and just FYI you guys, this is a very drying formula. I can see it on my hand, like when I first put it on my hand, it was like drying out my hand. So this is not gonna be great for me, being especially dry. The e.l.f. primer is doing an awesome job of keeping me okay for now, but I'm a little bit worried that by the end of the day I'm gonna look super dry and cracky, peely skin. So this is probably not a great foundation for me to be trying in the winter time. It is a 24-hour foundation, so I'm thinking there's probably like alcohol in here. I can't see the ingredients. So I'm just gonna put this, my MAC Fix Plus over top, because this actually really helps to, it's meant for like making powders look less powdery on your face, but it's really, really hydrating. So I'm gonna put some of that on there and let it soak into the foundation, and hopefully that'll help a little bit. Alright, so I'm getting super close to my skin right here so I can show you guys like what it's doing. You can see like it's clinging to all the really dry patches of my skin. So like it looks like my skin is peeling and it's super gross looking. I'm gonna have to take this foundation off and do a different foundation that I know is hydrating. So I will be back. Alright guys, so I took that foundation off my face, and I actually used one of those like exfoliating cleansing pads too, just to make sure that my skin has no dryness, because like I didn't notice any of those dry patches before I put that foundation on. So I think it's pretty good. I also put my moisturizer back on and the hydrating primer from e.l.f. So we're gonna redo this, and I'm gonna be using, because I know this is not drying, this is the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation. We're gonna use this and hope for the best this time. It's got a little bit more of a creamy, liquidy formula that's a little bit more full coverage, which I love, but yet it's not drying. So I'm just gonna get this all over my face. I'm using a different brush. Man, you guys, I really want to like that foundation, but it's not. So far, strike 2. Alright guys, so that's so much better. This foundation is not drying. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to conceal, and to conceal the really red areas and my blemishes, I'm going to use my MAC Studio Finish Concealer Duo. This one comes in W10 and NC20. I use W10 because it matches my skin tone the best. So I just use this on my finger and then I go in and spot conceal my red areas. I'm not using this under the eye. I'm going to use a different concealer there, but this is just for my redness. Okay, so now for under eyes, I'm going to be using my NYX HD concealer. I really like this concealer. This is my favorite drugstore one. Alright, so to set my under eyes, I'm going to be using the NYX Contour Kit. I'm really sorry I keep using this over and over again. It's just so good. It's that good. So I use the pink powder to set my under eyes. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to be using my NARS Crystal Translucent Powder today. I really like using these kind of like light reflecting powders because it makes the skin look a little bit more dewy and luminous, and that's really great when I have the dry skin because it kind of counteracts the look of the dryness. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my brows, and I'm going to use the Ofra eyebrow pencil. I've used this pencil in my last Chit Chat Get Ready With Me, and I think a couple of tutorials now, so I'm just going to do this real quick off camera. And I am going to apologize for my brows because they are so unruly right now. They haven't been threaded in since December because of my skin surgery, so they're a little bit of a mess. But I'm just going to go in and set them with my Queen of the Fill Eyebrow Gel by Elizabeth Mott. Okay, so I already went ahead and I primed my eyelids with my e.l.f. eyelid primer. This is like the stick one, and then I just set it with some translucent setting powder. And now I am going to be using this Morphe. It's the Jaclyn Hill Favorites Morphe palette. I never use this, and I think it's just because like the size, it's a big palette, like and I tend to just reach for my smaller palettes because they're easier to grab, and I just forget about this. But there's so many like beautiful colors in here, and I really want to do a look for Valentine's Day using these colors. But today I'm gonna do something that I don't normally do, which is neutral. I never just wear plain brown eyeshadow or anything like that. So I'm gonna try to be as neutral as I possibly can. So I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna be using mainly these colors over here, these browns. I find that warm browns just don't look as good on me, so I tend to lean towards the cool ones. So I'm just gonna start out with, oh, I got some new Morphe brushes. Oh, I should be using those, but I'm gonna be doing an unboxing later. So anyway, so I'm gonna start out, I guess, with this brown. Let's use this brown here. There's so many great colors in here, but there's no like really nice light matte colors, which is kind of sucky, but what can you do? I'm gonna start out and I'm gonna start to define my crease with this color. And as you guys probably know, unless you're new here, I have hooded eyes. So I raise my eyebrows to put my eye makeup on so I can see in my crease. And then when I'm defining the crease, I just bring it up a little bit. I like to bring the color up on the hood so you can actually see. So I do a lot of like eyebrow raising, like this and then this, just to see if you can actually see the color when my eyes are relaxed. Hopefully that made sense. I'm really just working this into the crease, creating kind of a wedge shape at the end. These colors are so good, they're so pigmented. Okay, so I really built that color up in the eyelids because I really want a pop of a crease. And I didn't go in the outer corner at all, and I'm not gonna be doing that today. I'm doing kind of a different, like more defined crease look today. And I really want to say I recommend these shadows to anyone who is kind of a makeup beginner. because not only is this palette, are these palettes super cheap, they run between like $25 and $30 and you get all of these colors, but they blend so easily that if you're a beginner and you haven't mastered kind of those blending skills, by no means have I mastered them, but it just makes it a lot easier because they just blend so nicely. You don't have to work with them a ton. That's what I love about it. So now I'm gonna go into a deeper brown. We're gonna use this one here. Actually, I'm gonna use this one. And I'm just gonna focus this in the outer section. Right under the brown that I originally put in the crease. And then I'm also gonna make sure I take a fluffy blending brush and blend out the edges on the top. So now I am gonna go into some shimmer shades, but they're brown. We're gonna start out with this really cool one here. This one just calls to me. It's such a beautiful shimmery brown. I'm gonna pack this on the outside of the eye. Alright, then I'm going to flip that same brush over, and the color that I'm going to be using next is this one right here. It's kind of a lighter brown with a little bit of like a champagne color. And then I'm going to pack that on the rest of the lid, meeting up with the darker color. And then for under the eye, just going to go back into that original brown that we used in the crease. Go about halfway. And then on a little accent brush, I'm gonna take that original, the lighter champagne-y brown, and put it right in here. This is actually an eyeliner brush, but we'll make it work. I'm gonna use this white shade here as my inner corner highlight. Okay, and then I'm gonna head back into my little NYX palette here, and I'm gonna use the same shade, that pink one that I used to set my under eyes. I'm just gonna place that right under the brow, just so I can fade those brown colors a little bit more nicely up to the brow bone. It's not really acting as much of a highlight, just a little bit, but more as a nice color to kind of fade everything naturally. Okay, so now for liner, I'm actually gonna go in with this Tracy. It's an eyeliner crayon, it's in a gold color like this. I got these from TJ Maxx, and I'm just gonna go in my lower waterline with this. Okay, and then for the upper lash line, I'm going to be taking my Kat Von D eyeliner in Trooper and just tracing along the upper lash line as tightly as I can. And we'll see, I might do a wing today, but we'll see once I get to the outside. I also need to put some black in the upper tight line. And to do that, I'm going to use, let's use this. This is the Maybelline New York Unstoppable Eyeliner in Onyx. It's just like one of those black liner crayons as well. Okay, so I decided that I'm not gonna do a wing. I kind of like the way that it looks just with the shadow kind of flicking my eyes upward. I love the shape. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara, curl my lashes first, and then apply the Covergirl Plumpify Blast Pro Mascara. I have my Covergirl Box video shows you guys how to use this, so this is a really cool product. Okay, so this eye look actually ended up being a lot more warm tone than I anticipated, so I did have to change up some of my pre-planned makeup items, but I am gonna go ahead and do the tiniest bit of contour. I'm going to be using my Sephora Colorful Tranquil sculpting powder that I always use for contouring since I've gotten it. And I just contour right in my natural cheekbone area. Okay, so now for blush, I'm going to be using MAC's Warm Soul. So originally I had like a cool tone pinky blush, but this turned out to be a lot warmer, a lot more orange and kind of gold, so we're gonna use this instead. Just gonna take this on a fluffy blush brush, and I'm actually gonna brush it kind of more toward my temple rather than focusing it on the apples of the cheeks. So for highlighter, because I love this color so much in this palette, I'm gonna actually use this all over my face. So, just gonna grab a little brush, dip that in there. This is a really bright highlight. Alright guys, and then the last step today is going to be lipstick, and I'm using the MAC Whirl. It's a matte formula. Really beautiful, kind of like nudie brown, just gorgeous. So I'm gonna pop that on. Alright guys, so that is the completed makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. It wasn't overly chatty today, it was kind of more of a tutorial type of thing, so I might just put tutorial in there. But anyways, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like to and you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.